Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. I had to go deal with something real quick before I got my cannon monster, so this begins in just a couple minutes. Hang on a second, let me just get this. There we go. So I haven't drunk or drank or whatever the past the word is for that, like the post tense word. I haven't touched Monster in almost a year actually. I haven't had one in, if I had to guess, maybe we're about 6 months into this year, and I think it was around maybe September-ish or August of last year, so almost an entire year since my last Cannon Monster. I kind of cut back on them for a while, and I just haven't had one for a while, and I figured, well, E3 season, and I want to be, I don't want to say energetic, but I want to at least stick around for this, and thankfully I'm not having flu symptoms from the vaccine, so excuse me, Morty. But yeah, let me just get this up right now, one sec. Let me get rid of the schedule. Right, so E3 2021, please stay tuned. I believe this is the correct place. Let me just quickly double check that I'm on the right thing. Yeah, I'm on the right thing. Right, good. Let me just fire the capture card back up again. So this is going to be about 90 minutes. It's kind of weird, we're watching, I was expecting there to be music or something, but there's no music playing during this. But it's about 90 minutes. It's basically PC game announcements, and I'm guessing it's going to be sponsored by Epic. So get ready for 10 different games that you're looking forward to, that you're really interested in, getting Epic Game Store exclusive. It's going to be fun. Also, I'm still feeling warm as fuck. I'm just going to start drinking a bit of this monster now to cool down, because I've ran out of water on my desk here. Right, so it should be beginning now, I think. We are now on the hour, so... Not on the hour, sorry, we're on the half hour, which is when it's supposed to begin, so... Yeah. There is rain, so that should cool things down. I don't know if this has begun yet. I'm just going to quickly check, one sec. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think I had to refresh it there, or it just started right now. Where's the audio? Wait a minute. Audio? Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I did not have audio, what the fuck? 1 second, I can fix this. Nope. Oh, what the fuck? It's not you? Oh, right. I thought it was having technical difficulties there, thank God. You're right, it's not me. I'm just gonna wait for that to go away. Okay then, well, does anybody want to dub this? Is 4Kids still alive? Oh my god, we got so many Epic Game Store exclusive games to announce today. Wake up! Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Is that a fucking spaceship made out of an RTX? Or a spaceship in the shape of an RTX? Okay, here we go.
Gaming show by, selling all those black market graphics cards you've been hoarding.
Ah, yes, a crime with absolutely no real-world consequences. Hey Frankie, wait a minute. Is that a 65-ton catapult mech model CPLT-C1 as featured in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries?
Sean, I always knew you had immaculate taste. It most certainly is.
I really want an
Wait for this year's
RTX.
significantly more weaponized PC gaming show to go off without a hitch. Which reminds me, Debbot, can you run a quick hitch scan?
Yes, Sean. Of course, Sean. Running hitch scan.
Oh, and I also want to warmly welcome someone new to the crew. Mika Burton, welcome.
Hi everyone! I'm so happy to be here and look forward to bringing all of you fresh new
Without a
PC
hitch, no
games and
audio in the
hardware.
beginning. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
0 hitches found presently or in 13,908,600.
No hitches found. Lies.
Hooray!
Yeah!
So what's the plan, Cap?
Well, Frankie, Debbot's gonna send you the coordinates for your first target, now. Your targets might be exclusive interviews, trailer premieres, or any number of amazing new computer games to beam down to the fine people on Earth.
Mission received.
Now, this is gonna continue until all the targets are acquired and our mission is completed smoothly and without a hitch. Isn't that right, Debbot?
Yes, no hitches located, Sean. Not a single hitch in sight.
But first, let's teleport down to the stage to check in on E3 happenings. The only reason we're allowed to legally be back on Earth.
See, when they say like without a hitch, I'm not sure if they're like trying to be meta about it. Like, is the whole thing with the audio at the start a joke, or is that like a genuine fuck up on their part?
Earth.
Oh, great to be back, right? Am I
Like,
right?
I'm inclined to believe that it was a fuck up and not like a joke.
It's alright.
And thank God that teleporter was conveniently built just out of frame of camera. Mika, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Genuine
Well,
fuck up,
ladies
they
and
tweeted
gentlemen,
it out.
hello and
Well,
welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2021. It feels great to be back on a live stage once again. Over the next 90 minutes, we're
So
gonna
it's
bring
sponsored
you
by
showcases
Intel,
of some of the most
not
exciting
Epic Game
upcoming
Store.
PC
That's
titles
good.
with world premieres and exclusive interviews.
And if dozens of new trailers wasn't enough for you guys, later in the show, we are going to tell you how to win a custom MechWarrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So you're going to want to stick around for that.
Now, make sure to keep out a special look for a special promo code throughout the show from Humble Bundle, during which you can get a ticket to get Civilization 6 Platinum Edition for just $10. But right now, we're going to kick things off with Nautica Blade Point, probably the most original entry in the Battle Royale genre this year. Let's go!
how many Battle Royale games have come out this year? Like, I thought the whole Battle Royale thing kind of like, you know, stopped. I can't think of any particular PC games that I've got my eye on right now that I'm looking forward to, but if anything does pop up that interests me, I'll be sure to let you guys know, so I don't know, we'll see. See, here's the thing about the PC Game Show, they have good reviews in them, but they also have a lot of downtime. Like, usually they have, like, I don't know, like dev interviews, and sometimes that can kind of, like, slow things way the fuck down. I don't know if they're going to be doing that this year, or if they're going to, like, just, you know, focus on game announcements. Keep an eye out for a chance to give a company money. Is this the most E3 thing possible? I would say so.
You are watching the 2021 PC Gaming Show, and I am the new cloud-based Debbot. I am streaming from GeForce Now, NVIDIA's cloud gaming service that connects PC gamers like you to their own library of games, purchased from digital stores like Steam and the Epic Game Store. Coming up, Dying Light 2 and Orcs Must Die 3. But first, a trailer for Humble Games' Dodgeball Academia. And be sure to check out GeForce Now, currently available for PC, Mac, Shield, Android, Chromebook, and iOS. Visit GeForceNow.com to learn more.
Okay. So GeForce Now is like another sponsor to this. Right, here we go, first premiere.
Finally, I've made it. My time is now. I will become the best player the school has ever seen. Dodgeball Academia Academia, here I come!
It looks like a Cartoon Network show. Like, because of like the art style, it kind of looks like a game you would expect to see on the Switch and not on the PC. Maybe it's multi-platform, who knows? Maybe it's one of those things that's coming to both PC and Switch. Oh, there you go, it is coming to Switch. Okay. I bet the Switch version sells the most just because of the art style.
Make sure to check out Dodgeball Academia out soon from Humble Games. Ooh, that was sweet! Don't you agree, DevBot?
Sure, whatever you say, Sean. I agree with whatever you say.
I'm sensing a little bit of resentment there, buddy. Has something rusted your ports?
Nothing. I am happy to play second fiddle to a captain as charming and handsome as you. I have also definitely not dedicated multiple cores to computing revenge plans in a range of lethalities.
Great!
New target acquired, Cap. It looks like Chivalry 2 with a special word from Steve Piggott, CEO and creative director of Torn Banner Studios.
Hey guys, Steve Piggott, founder of Torn Banner Studios and creative director on Chivalry 2, which just launched 5 days ago. I'm so happy to be here at the PC Gaming Show. Chivalry 2, if you don't know, is a first-person slasher, which is like a first-person shooter, except instead of guns and grenades...
Is this game on Steam, or is this Epic Game Store exclusive? Because I haven't really been following it, but I played the first Chivalry.
Creating those epic sword-fighting duels that you see in medieval Hollywood movies, and also that huge clash, the Battle of the Bastards kind of chaos and carnage. So the post-launch support plan is going to look like a mixture of mid and massive level content updates coming out across this year. One of the things we're most excited about is taking it to different eras in the medieval period. Before we've done the early period, now we're going closer to the later period in the upcoming update where you're going to get a bit more refined medieval armors and refined atmospheres that you can then go in and tarnish it and smear blood all over. But we really want to take players into different experiences and make each of our maps its own game mode and make it something that medieval army would actually do when they go into a space. And when you come across these pristine gardens and this beautiful castle, you get to tear it all down and cause it's a canvas for your destruction.
Slay them all!
Our passion for Chivalry 2 is basically bottom line. It's the game that got us onto the scene and started the company, and it's the game that's going to take us so much further.
With the post-launch plan for Chivalry 2, the game at launch is a foundation. It's intentionally been built to be extended.
It's not just out and done. We're going to support it a lot with post-launch content.
Gallant is the first TO map that's coming out post-launch.
Gallencard is going to take us to the high medieval times or the late medieval times.
It really captures the Agathian ideals of being this like noble, rich, wealthy place where the prosperous live.
You're going to feel like you're sieging Tower of London if it was on a port where ships could dock into. You'll also be blowing up a couple ships, which is fun. We've got a ton of weapons coming in at launch, but there'll be more and more added to it post-launch as well.
A new fighting style is really going to change up the experience and change how you have to fight everyone. Post-launch content is something that we're going to be working on for a long time.
The game is really going to at least double in size for free.
Oh yeah!
Yep, Epic Game Store exclusive. God damn it.
Next up, we have an exciting look at Dying Light 2, and make sure to stick around to find out how you could win a custom Mech Warrior PC from our friends at Intel.
Alright, well, Dying Light 2, I've been waiting to see more of that. It's one of the few PC games that I'm actually wanting to see. Wait, this isn't Dying Light 2. Did she not say Dying Light 2 just now? What is this? Oh, she said it was coming up later. Right, I misheard then. Alright, this looks interesting. The funniest part about Chivalry 2 interview and them talking about supporting the game in future plans, the game came out 5 days ago, and there hasn't been a single day 1 patch yet to address the big problems. Oof. So this is interesting. It's kind of like, what's that game that came out recently that you played, like Knockout something, Knockout City? It's kind of like that, but with foods, it looks like. I think I just heard the Wilhelm scream there. I haven't played Knockout City yet, but apparently it's good. Like, you told me it was pretty good. I watched you play it for a bit, actually. Ramen. Okay.
Hi, my name is Piotr Szymanek. I'm narrative director in Dying Light 2.
Oh, here we go. Knockout City meets Splatoon.
Today, especially for the viewers of the PC Gaming Show, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Dying Light universe. So, stay tuned. Every tragedy begins somewhere. This one started with a virus that escaped from Haran, the city we met in the first part of the game, and it reached the whole world, including the city where Dying Light 2 takes place. Remember January 6, 2025. That day, later known as Black Monday, the military ordered chemicals to be dropped on the city. It was a mistake, a huge mistake. The chemicals mixed with water penetrated the soil, killing plants, turning most people into bloodthirsty monsters. Don't think of them as zombies though. They are more like half-alive, suffering people who attack everything that lives.
Yeah, I don't know, they kind of look like zombies to me.
Rage. Those who survived the chemical raid took refuge on the rooftops. A new order has been born in the city. People live on rooftops, monsters in the streets. Nobody in their right mind would dare to come down. Well, let's say almost nobody. The exception
I never
is the main
finished it, but I played a
character
little
of
bit
Dying
of
Light
Dead
2,
Rising
Aiden.
1 and...
But
or Dying
why
Light
is
1,
he
sorry, not
braver
Dead
than
Rising.
others? How
Similar
did he
names.
develop such a unique
But yeah, the
parkour
first
and
one's
combat
pretty
skills?
good, so I'm looking forward to checking out the
Believe me,
second
guys,
one.
I would gladly answer all these questions, but I'm not here to spoil it for you. Let me tell you one thing.
Same nightmare haunts me every night. I'm locked up with other kids. I don't know what he did to me, but he did it every day. Over and over. Looking for something he couldn't find. The worst part was that he did the same to my sister. I'll never forget her scream when they separated us. What could I do? They had rifles, and we were 5 years old. And there was a fire, explosions, chaos. I got away. Soldiers took me out of the city, but my sister stayed there. My Mia. I left her.
We meet Aiden as one of the many, many children undergoing mysterious medical research. The last thing Aiden remembers from that time is extreme pain, then a fire, and a little girl that was being tested with him. Her name was Mia. She was his sister. What happened next after the fire? Is Mia still alive? The following years haunted Aiden with these questions and with guilt over leaving her. Moreover, Mia is the only answer to the question who Aiden really is. Now in 2036, we meet Aiden when, for the first time during his pilgrimage, he finds a clue about how to find his sister. Aiden's path to the truth is tough, full of challenges and adventures. The difficult choices to make as well as their consequences await you. You're going to discover them all in December 2021.
Yeah, it's coming out at the very end of the year. I'll think about maybe checking that out, because I did like the first God damn it, I keep saying the wrong name. Dying Light. Again, they're very similar names, and I keep like falling into that same trap. Also, nice quote there from Doom Eternal.
Dying Light 2, and it looks great.
And spooky.
Whew. Well, we are here back on the E3 stage so we can get closer to your comments and reactions to what you're seeing.
I don't think they're doing any like developer interviews because I don't see any couches. Like in previous years, they had like a couch that you would like sit with them, and then they would like talk about their game for 5 minutes.
PC building. So this year we've put a number of prototype PCs based on MechWarrior 5, but we're only going to manufacture one of them. And you get to pick which custom design becomes our flagship PC for this year's PC game.
I mean, it looks cool, but also kind of like completely unnecessary.
That is correct. Each of the prototype
I mean, mine
PCs
would
that
be
you
under
see
the
before you on
table, so I
screen
wouldn't be
are
looking at
paired
it
with one
most
of
of the
six
time.
factions of MechWarrior 5: the Free Worlds League, the Draconis Combine, the Federated Sons, the Compellin Confederation, and more.
So cast your vote now for which faction and custom PC you want to win, and help us pick the best design.
I'm currently personally pulling for the Draconis Combine because, as you can see by my beautiful patch, I'm the biggest fan of MechWarrior 5 on the PC Gaming Show.
Well, all right. Well, we'll check in later to see which group survives this MechWarrior showdown. But for now, let's check in with our very own mech pilot, Frankie Ward, who went on a special mission
God, he
to
looks
get a
so
closer
smug.
look at Sega and Amplitude Studios' upcoming strategy game, Humankind.
In Humankind, you will be creating a civilization as unique as you are. And speaking of unique, it's me, Frankie Ward. Looking kind of good, don't you think? Wondering how I got into the game? Let me show you.
Yeah, let's not show the gameplay, let's show the process of how to like put a celebrity into a video game. Yeah! My favourite.
Oh, you think you can beat me? Posture all you like. I've seen worms with more impressive empires.
Okay, well here's some gameplay now. Well, it's a shame I'm not watching this on Twitch. Not that I want a drop, but you know.
Get ready to play against me in the Humankind closed beta, starting now.
Something about the way her mouth moves is very uncanny. Like, did you see that? Did you see the way her mouth was animating to her sentences? Oh. Alright, well, this looks kind of interesting. It reminds me of Katana Zero, I think is the name of the game I'm thinking of. Alright.
Thank you for watching the PC Gaming Show. My name is DevBot, your cloud-based artificial intelligence, and while it could be lonely without a physical body, I am streaming to you from GeForce Now, where you can play hit games like Rocket League and Apex Legends on nearly any device. With a library of over 900 games and new titles added every GFN Thursday, there's something for everyone and always something new. Coming up, a special word from Valve. But first, Orcs Must Die 3.
So apparently Valve has like an announcement coming up. I don't know if it's going to be anything exciting or what. Hopefully it's something good.
You want it?
I'm not expecting Half-Life 3, but maybe it'll be something decent, who knows.
Come and get it.
My money's not on Half-Life 3. Yeah.
Well, it's about time.
Joining me to talk about Orcs Must Die 3 from Robot Entertainment is design director Jerome K. Jones. Welcome, Jerome.
Thanks, Sean. Glad to be here.
So, for anyone who's never seen an Orcs Must Die game, what is the Orcs Must Die series all about?
Well, Orcs Must Die 3 is a third-person tower defense game. So basically, there are tons of orcs and bad guys trying to get into these rifts, and the player has to stop them. We give players tons of weapons and traps and tools to do this, and while you're defending the rifts, you can play solo, or you can invite a friend and play co-op.
Now, since this is the third game in the series, what's new compared to the previous two titles?
There are 2 new campaigns, but the main new story campaign takes place about 25 years after Orcs Must Die 2, so not only will the fans be able to catch up on any new developments with the Order, but they will also place some new heroes in our all-new war scenarios, which are
So yeah, we're
these new
still
massive
kind of like getting
levels
developer
where
interviews, but I
you
guess
fight
since they're like doing it
hundreds of orcs
remote,
on the
hopefully it doesn't
battlefields
take them too
outside
long to like
of the
move on to the
fortress
next game.
themselves. So you're fighting indoors and outdoors, which is pretty new.
I mean, developer
We have a
interviews
new
are
mode
cool and all
called
that, but I would rather
Scramble,
just like them move on to
basically
like the
adding
next game
random
announcement,
elements against the players,
which hopefully won't be
making the
too
levels
long.
more challenging.
I want to know about the toys. What are the new weapons and the new traps that are coming?
We added war machines and war guardians. So a war machine is like...
Am I the
there are
only
these
one that's never
massive
heard of
traps,
Orcs Must
like,
Die? Because
you
this
might
is like the
release a
third game in the
giant
series,
tornado
but I
on
am
the
not familiar with this
battlefield,
name at all.
You'll climb into a catapult and you'll fire at giant orc armies. And then the war guardians are it's like putting other war mages on the battlefield with you to fight with you, except they have their own attacks and their own special abilities.
Well, I gotta ask then, when and where can we play Orcs Must Die 3?
So OMD3 is coming out on July 23rd on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox, and pre-orders start today. So you should rush off to Steam now and put OMD3 on your wish list.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jerome K. Jones. Once again, just a few more weeks to wait for Orcs Must Die 3. For now, though, it's time for us to take a look at Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where are you hiding, sweetie?
I think this might be a DMCA thing. It might possibly be the DMCA time. Yeah, I think it is. Sorry. Like, as much shit as I gave, like, the Square Enix presentation, at least they had, like, a DMCA-free version of it to watch. Even though it was kind of funny with, like, all the dead air. But my point is,
You need to find us.
it would be nice to, like, you know, remove the licensed music for people, like, live streaming this, or, like,
All I
uploading
want
this to
is to be
YouTube.
with my little
Or
girl.
doing both.
Is that so much to ask?
So I've never played any of the Vampire Masquerade games. So I don't really know what kind of a game this is. I can't really tell you. You play as a vampire. That much I got a grasp on, but I really don't know what the game is like. Oh.
Hello, this is CERN from Passion Republic Games. We are a Malaysian-based indie game studio working on Gigabash, a multiplayer arena brawlers inspired by kaijus and heroes. Today, we'd like to showcase some new and exciting gameplay footage of our oversized characters in action. Please, enjoy the brawl.
This kind of looks like fun. You don't see many games like doing this kind of thing. Kinda reminds me of Power Stone, except you're playing as like kaiju monsters. And you know, we don't really see that many games that's kind of like Power Stone like esque, so provided this actually plays decently, I think I might be interested in a game like this. Yeah, it's kind of like got that Power Stone thing, but you can like transform into like a more powerful version of yourself. This is kind of cool looking, actually. What was it called again? Gigabash? One to look out for. Did my stream die? Uh-oh. I think my stream might have died.
Let's check out a trailer for Lemnis
Oh,
Gate,
shit.
and make sure you hang around afterwards for
Oh,
the developer
fuck.
interview with Sean.
Yep, my internet died. I was worried this was gonna happen. Oh, fuck. No! Why, internet? Why would you do this to me now?
Mankind is facing total annihilation.
We stand on the verge of extinction.
Infertility spreading across the globe.
Humanity's last living generation.
A major scientific breakthrough.
Yet there is hope for our future.
Right, I think we're back now.
But if we are to survive,
Chat's gonna be broken on the stream itself, but I can see your messages, so don't worry about that. You didn't miss much there. Like I was just saying, Gigabash, like that game of the kaijus looked fun. Also note how the quality, not that it makes a difference since you're watching this with like shitty bitrate to begin with, but when I'm watching this like live stream it looks much worse now, like the quality went way down because my internet kinda shat the beds. If nothing else, at least it means it'll be more consistent, hopefully. Oh, I see the chat is working again, that's good.
you have only one mission.
So yeah, even people watching this... Like, even people watching this on YouTube, like when I upload this VOD, sorry, the quality's going to be extremely crustified. I can't really do much about that. Thanks, internet.
Joining us to talk about Lemnis Gate is the game director from Rat Loop Games Canada. It's James Anderson. Thanks for joining us, James.
Sean, it's great to be here.
Now, let's begin by asking, what the heck is a first-person shooter turn-based strategy game?
The entire game is set inside of a 25-second time loop. So instead of playing continuously, you'll play for 25 seconds turn by turn. So for example, I'll take a turn and play for 25 seconds, and then you'll take a turn and play for 25 seconds. And then we, turn by turn, layer new characters into the same 25-second time loop. So for example, I may run down a hallway and throw a grenade, killing one of your operatives. But then on the next turn, you may intercept my operative before he threw the grenade. So we have Retrieve XM, Seek and Destroy, Classic Deathmatch, and we have a game mode called Domination.
Can you walk me through a little bit of like what a few turns at the start of a round looks like?
You can see the board, you can see the time loop, everything that's happening. And then we both get time to like observe, plan, and then execute our moves.
When and where can we play it?
So Lemnis Gate will be launching on August 3rd. It's open for pre-orders right now on Steam, and we're coming up to a open beta in July. The game will launch on PC and console, both current and next-gen platforms.
Thank you so much for joining us, James Anderson. Once again, that is
I didn't quite take in the concept, like something about a time loop, like...
Lemnis Gate.
I kind of wish to like better shown off the idea because it sounds like different, but
at Next Space Rebels.
Yeah. Like, did anyone else understand what the fuck they were talking about with the time loop? It's because I couldn't quite grasp that.
My friends, that space is for everyone. And I mean everyone!
Next Space Rebels.
Okay, this looks kind of fun. Build your own mini rockets and send them off into the sky. Elon Musk simulator. Yeah. I guess that's like one way to describe it.
You guys just saw Next Space Rebels. And hey, if you play enough of that game, maybe you'll get good enough at building rockets to join us up in orbit. But don't do anything illegal like Day 9 did. Last break, we set up our Intel and MechWarrior 5 custom PC contest and asked you guys at home to vote for the winners. Well, we're just down to 3 houses now, with Davion, Russell Haig, and Liao being eliminated. So rip to those factions, press F to pay respects, etc., etc. Now that means that we only have 3 houses left: Karita, Steiner, and Merrick. So make sure to vote now, because the winner will determine the build of the custom MechWarrior 5 themed PC powered by Intel. So let's keep the show moving, and next up, it's a brand new medieval RPG. This is War Tales.
100 years have passed since the rise of the Edoran Empire, and its untimely demise following the Great Plague.
I'm not sure if you have this information on hand, Deej, but do you know how long the future game show is going to be? Is it like 60 minutes or something? Because I might check it out, I'm not sure yet.
The stories of this age have been recorded.
Like, the future game show starts pretty much after this, I think.
War Tales.
Yeah, it starts right after this, and this finishes in like 55 minutes. Oh, that's fine, no rush. You know what's fun about trying to drink a can of Monster energy drink while you've got a microphone in front of you? Trying not to fucking burp, that's always a fun thing. Or trying to suppress it.
From Shiro Games, about leading a mercenary troop on a sprawling adventure. And speaking of mercenaries, our battle for the best custom PC based on MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries continues. We'll be back live on stage soon, so make sure you keep voting for the PC build you like the most, and head over to pcgamer.com/IntelMW5 for your chance to win. So, how about another game announcement? This is E3 after all. And
I mean,
this year's
yeah,
PC gaming
exactly.
show is so full of games set in space, it's starting to feel a little crowded up there. But the next game we have to show you is very special. It is the world.
My internet's going to be very fucking spotty. You can just kind of tell by looking at the statistics there.
In Ixion, you struggle to maintain a space station, stockpiling resources, managing external and internal threats, and rescuing the survivors of other failed expeditions.
I'm going to try something real quick with OBS.
When it releases. So, here is your first look at Ixion.
Actually, no, never mind. I was going to try and reduce the bitrate, but if I do it anymore, it's going to like look even fucking worse, and I can only go down so far before I kind of like say no, I'm not doing any more. Yeah, my internet's not being the most well-behaved today, sadly, and I really wish I could, you know, fix that.
She is unique.
I just hope my internet's a bit better on Tuesday when Nintendo does their thing, because that's the thing that I don't want any fuck-ups on.
Raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However,
can't find anything on 2021, but it won't be longer than 19 minutes. Alright.
Choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of
like, even though I'm drinking Monster right now, I am gradually feeling the tiredness creeping up, so I might watch some of it, but I can't promise I'll watch the whole thing.
She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our council of scientists.
Don't you love gameplay trailers that are like no gameplay and just like CGI?
That the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further.
When I saw those like 4 silhouettes down there, I was thinking of that fucking trailer for Outer Worlds 2, but it was like, yeah, let's show the silhouettes because we haven't quite finished the design of the characters yet. That was probably one of the best game trailers I've seen this entire E3 so far.
I give you the Vol engine.
And then everyone dies. Oh shit. I guess the Eclipse Cannon fucking blew up the moon. So this is taking place in the same universe as Sonic Adventure 2, holy shit. And my internet died. Fantastic. Excellent. Amazing. And yet, for some reason, the stream is still going, but according to my ping on my PC, like the ping meter thing, it's at 0. Right, well... internet, can we not do this now, please? Can we fucking not with this? I may possibly be missing some messages. Okay, right. I don't know if the stream is still live anymore. It fucking died. Of course it did. Damn it. Okay, I think we're back now. Sorry about that. My internet shat the bed again.
And you were my sidekick.
What? Who's ever heard of a human sidekick?
There are plenty of human sidekicks, Sean. Building list of known human sidekicks. Alex Vance and...
No. I mean human sidekicks to robot heroes. Can you compute that, DevBot?
DevBot cannot compute. There is no known precedent set for human sidekick to robot lead.
Yeah, there you go.
Human sidekick, robot lead.
DevBot, I think it's time for a hard reboot. Frankie, can you take over while I sort this out?
Aye. Let's
I saw
take
like a
look at the
command
next
prompt
game
thing
reveal.
there for a brief moment. How much I want to bet there was like a Steam code in there somewhere for like people to screen grab and like type in. At the very least, I think there was like some sort of Easter egg written in there. Oh, come on, internet. Sorry, it keeps like fucking itself like really hard. I don't know what's going on today. Again, it's just been one of those days. Like, the weather is certainly not helping. Like, it's making me feel a little bit irritable. Again, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. I wish it would just, like, piss off and just, you know, let me do my thing. Oh, killing 4-2? Okay then.
A little help
So Killing Floor 2 is in space now?
It's the
Okay.
PC Gaming Show, and when you're not watching me, your favorite recurring bit of a robot, make sure to head over to GeForceNow.com to grab a priority membership trial. In celebration of gaming's biggest week, you can try out all the priority benefits, including faster access to playing your favorite games, longer playtimes, and the glory of high-performance gaming with RTX on. Act fast, the special offer is only available for a limited time. Still more to come, including Jurassic World Evolution 2, Silt, and a word from Valve. But first, the captain of our program, Sean Day9 Plot, has an interview with Darian Katz from Piranha Games to talk about MechWarrior.
I know they said they've got something from Valve, but I'm not going to keep my expectations that high. I'm going to keep them quite low for that.
So much more as a voice without a body. Let's talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, and joining us to do so from Piranha Games is the Senior Marketing and Community Manager, Darren Katz. Thanks so much for joining us, Darren.
Thank you, Sean. Great to be here.
Now, the MechWarrior universe is gigantic. There's a ton of games in it. I even played MechWarrior 2 back in 1995.
This is HQ. What is your situation?
Gotta love old video game
Where does
FMVs.
MechWarrior 5 sit in the space?
Yeah, obviously there's a very rich legacy of games that go way back. But in particular, MechWarrior 5 pays homage to MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries. But it has all this modern design and technology that I'm super excited to talk about with you today.
Well, let's start at the real basics of what makes being in a mech and doing mech-on-mech combat.
Well, by the way, while this fucking interview is going on, I want to show you guys something incredibly cursed. I don't think you guys are ready to see this, but I'm going to show you anyway. Are you ready? I made this.
Heat output. Well, you got to manage your heat so that you don't shut down in the middle of a battle. And when you're facing your foes, you can salvage these battle mechs. So if you see a mech that you
enjoy,
want, well, you might not want to destroy it completely. You might want to take out its legs or take
I took the rabbit face from the rabbit Luma and I just stuck it on me, so there you go.
I understand that there's been a whole lot of new content, both updates to the base game and a new DLC, Heroes of the Inner Sphere. Talk to me about what's in the DLC.
Boy, there's a lot in the DLC. I'm excited about all this stuff. There's the new career mode. When you start with the DLC, you can import your campaign previously if you'd like to, or you can start over from scratch and start from any of the great houses. And then carve your path through the galaxy from there. Speaking of paths, there's new career paths, which earn you powerful upgrades for your battle mechs, and it's a really exciting new feature for me. And there's a new procedural mission type called Beachhead. This is a big one for me. Beachhead is basically you're clearing an enemy base landing zone for your invasion force. So as you land on the planet, you're wanting to take out satellite installations so that the enemy can't communicate with each other. You're taking out artillery emplacements. You're basically clearing the path, as I said, for your invasion force, which leads to a really cool ending of the mission if you succeed as your invasion force comes down. And there's a new biome called Extrasolar Moon, which that's maybe kind of represented in the image behind me. It's a really cool.
I know I've been saying this about like a lot of like video game series and like franchises that we've been seeing during the E3 stuff so far, but I've never played a MechWarrior game, so
like a turbo boost for mechs.
It's not like I can really talk about it since I've never like played a previous game in the series.
I'm really excited about
but I guess it's interesting looking. I'm not sure if it's like is it one of those games that's like got a big difficulty curve? Like, is it easy to get into? Is it hard to get into? Like, I don't know how. For anyone that's like played them before, of course.
It's a very unique mech. It's got the nickname the Scarecrow, which you'll see from the profile. It's just a very unique looking mech. There's nothing else like it in the franchise. It's a 40-ton mech. It's highly mobile, and typically it's used for reconnaissance or scout missions because of its mobility.
Right, I think you guys have suffered enough. I'll just get rid of that rabbit mill for now. There we go.
If you're on an assassination mission, for example, you can get in there, find your target, get back out. Another mech that I'm super excited about, this is one of my favorites, is the Marauder 2. This thing is a 100-ton assault mech, and it is just huge beast. Yeah, it is gigantic, and it is terrifying to see it coming at you on the battlefield.
is something we've talked about before. Modding. I know that MechWarrior 5 has a rich modding community. What are some of the amazing mods you've seen developed?
There's simple modifications from HUD changes, changing colors, adding mechs, weapons, and equipment, to full conversion mods. We've got basically a mech commander mod in development that is just amazing. It's a top-down real-time strategy game. So really, anything you can imagine, somebody out there in the community is probably working on.
Where can people go to get MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries?
Yeah, you can pick it up on Steam, GOG, Epic Game Store, Microsoft PC, and of course, Xbox.
Thank you so much, Darren Katz, for joining us to talk about MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. And of course, a warm thank you to MechWarrior 5 for sponsoring the PC Gaming Show and giving me this cool patch. Coming up next, let's take a look at Silt.
Silt? Very artsy, this one. Kinda cool looking. Sorry, I don't really have much to say about it because, I don't know, it's like something that's kind of like, you know, interesting, and it's kind of hard to like process. That sort of thing. I don't know, I'm tired as well. But I do like the idea of, like, you know, possessing the fish while you're inside your scuba suit. That's kind of a... I guess that's an original concept. I don't think any game's done that before. Like, these days it feels like every video game has done everything at this point, but that's an original idea. And when I say original idea, I'm not, like, being, like, sarcastic or, like, callous. Like, I actually do mean that as, like, a unique idea that's never been done before. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the game you've all been waiting for. Hello Neighbor 2! Oh wait, it fucking is Hello Neighbor 2? I was joking! God damn it. Oh, fuck me. I was making a joke. I didn't realize that actually was Hello Neighbor 2. Okay then.
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director on Jurassic World Evolution 2. Following the incredible success of the first game, we are very excited to return to such an amazing world and bring you our most authentic experience yet. Set after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, you will work alongside iconic characters from the films, voiced by original talent such as Bryce Dallas Howard and Jeff Goldblum. You will lead efforts to contain, control, and conserve the many dinosaurs now out in the wild, and for the very first time, you will be building
This is how I feel after realizing that joke turned out to be reality.
Stunning locations across the globe. Of course, it wouldn't be Jurassic World if it wasn't for the stars of the show, our dinosaurs, and we are thrilled to be bringing to life even more authentic species than ever before, including awe-inspiring flying and marine reptiles. So sit back and allow me to welcome you to Jurassic World Evolution 2.
I could always clip it myself after I'm done streaming.
We ignored all the warnings. Forgot the lessons. We abused our power. We played with genetics like it was a toy. We weren't careful. And now, here we are.
I don't think that's Jeff Goldblum, but that really does sound like him.
Different world.
Like us and all.
You just saw Jurassic World Evolution 2, and you know, after all your failed attempts at running a dinosaur park and getting all those people killed, I think this is finally going to be the one where you finally pull it off without a hitch. With a host of new features and new dinosaurs, this sequel from Frontier is an even deeper management sim with a brand new and original narrative. Make sure to wishlist it on Steam now for release later this year. Now, with all the games we've covered so far today, we're always curious to see what you are talking about. So far, it seems like the chatter on social media is all about War Tales, Nautica Blade Point, and unsurprisingly, Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries. I have a feeling, though, that may change as we have plenty more to come. Let's now head on over to see what the folks at New Blood Interactive have cooking. Take it away.
So yeah, I think we got another 40 minutes of this, roughly speaking. Oh god, my internet's going to shit again, I think. DevilMayQuake.com. Did you see that there? Okay, that looks kinda cool. I wonder if this AxeBodySpray.com? What? No. Deatherspace.com. You know what's kind of sad? Like, the Sizzler reel is only, like, showing each game, like, a couple seconds of each game, and most of these games actually look really interesting. Like, they visually stand out. And it doesn't really show you a whole lot of them. Like, I mean, it doesn't really show you a whole lot of each, is what I'm trying to say.
It just wouldn't be the PC gaming show without a fantastic New Blood Supercut. And joining us from New Zealand is New Blood CEO Dave Oshry. Hey, Dave!
Hey guys, thanks for having us back for another
What did you say? They're showing like a bunch of like different games there. And sorry, I'm like,
talk about just yet.
They show like a bunch of like very visually like interesting looking games, but they only show like 2 seconds of each.
Like System Shock, Arx Fatalis,
You heard me say no. Oh, that part. Like one of the URLs that they provided with the game.
Really great, Dave. Gosh, this is kind of embarrassing.
Sorry, I hate talking over this because...
We need to hurry it up a little bit. I just want to make sure that we have enough time for our next video. We got an incoming message from Gabe Newell, so I guess goodbye.
I'll get back
to
you in a minute.
I'm really
sorry
to cut you off, but
I'm not sure.
What? I'm sorry. What? You're bumping me. You're bumping me for Gabe. Gabe, that Gandalf look. He doesn't even go here.
Gandalf looking.
Not now, Mom. I'm upset. We've spent a year on this. Where is Gabe? Where is Gabe? Where is his boat? Yeah, take me to him. Take me to Gabe Newell. Gabe. Bull. PC Gamer.
By the way, there's a delay with you, Deej. Like, you're responding, like, at least 20-30 seconds after we've seen the thing.
I'm sure Dave is and will be fine. And if he's not... Who cares? Because we have a special message from Gabe Newell. Take it
Here we
away,
go. Time for
Gabe.
disappointment from Valve.
Hi, this is Gabe Newell. I want to thank PC Gamer for all of the opportunities it gives us as developers to connect with gamers around the world and highlight the new and exciting projects we have coming. One of those for us is Steam Next Fest, an event we're hosting in just a few days to give players a chance to try demos of upcoming games for free. We'll be featuring some of the demos you'll be seeing during this week's PC Gamer event and dozens more. Here's a look at just some of the titles to be featured during Steam Next Fest.
Welcome to Steam Next Fest, where we're showing a massive collection of upcoming titles on Steam. During the week of the festival, developers from around the world release their demos for you to play.
Time to put on the gamer pants. Let's go.
Oh my god!
So go explore the newest titles. From first-time devs to seasoned pros, this is Steam Next Fest.
Oh, fuck. Some of those look pretty good.
Alright, well that was the announcement. It was just like demos. Okay then. Again, low the expectations, I guess, for that sort of thing. I wasn't expecting much. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, like one of the URLs for one of the games they were showing during that Sizzler reel was axebodyspray.com, and I was like, wait, what? No, that's not the URL for that game. What are you talking about? At least I think it said axebodyspray.com. It may have been like worded slightly differently to be like that. I didn't quite catch it, but that's what I thought it said. No Half-Life 3 thus commences the keyboard smashing. I think you might be behind a little bit as well, Moo. Like, I think me, like, disconnecting is causing, like, some delay.
Hello, Sean. I am Deadbot, dedicated to serving you and your crew's every need.
Glad to have you back, Devbot.
You know, Sean, I wouldn't ever want anything to come between us.
Me neither? That's a weird thing to say.
Like a petty disagreement over hosting responsibilities, or all-out robot versus human war.
You know, it is time to look at some hardware. Here on the PC Gaming Show, you know we keep frame rates high and the rays accurately traced.
I'm gonna be
Building
showing
and
the
upgrading your rig is
RTX
as much
cards.
a part of the hobby as playing the games. We put our heart and soul into these machines, and if that means using enough RGB to light the Vegas Strip, who's to judge us? This year, with the help of PC Gamer's hardware editors, which I'm pretty sure they're just, you know, weird brains in a jar, we've picked out 4 of the most exciting pieces of kit set to emerge from labs soon. First up, something fittingly sci-fi. The Impulse is a neurocontroller that aims to make you a better gamer by cutting out response times almost entirely. It's not quite Alex Vance's gravity gloves from Half-Life, nor is it quite up there with Gabe Newell's dream of a direct brain-to-game interface, but the Impulse is as close as we're going to get this year. The glove measures the signal traveling through muscles in your hand to beat your finger to the click. In theory, it's given you the chance to nail that headshot precious milliseconds ahead of your opponent. If it works out, we could see a tech like this become commonplace in esports. And if it doesn't, let's hope our neurons at the very least remain unfried.
I mean, it's kind of an interesting idea, but it kind of like brings up the question, why even have a mouse to begin with?
Do you want to feel like you're really burning rubber at Daytona? Well, then you need a serious force feedback wheel. Direct drive wheelbases gets you as close to the feel of a real racing machine without, you know, having to huff gas and stuff like that. Historically, the problem with this tech has been the price, which has involved dropping real car money on your rig. So, Fnatic aims to solve that. The CSL-DD comes in at only $350, which still isn't exactly a bargain, but it's much cheaper than its competitors. And the CSL-DD is already wowing diehard sim racers. It might be slight overkill to use it for Rocket League, though. Believe it or not, sometimes less really is more. If you want to play The Witcher 3 on the subway like we all do, you don't need to drag your tower along for the ride. Just use the 1X player. A wave of more powerful processors have finally made handheld PC gaming a reality. Inside this Switch-like machine, you've actually got an Intel Tiger Lake chip with Xe graphics. These mini machines are going to be cropping up more and more, so expect major advances.
Yeah, I think apparently Steam is like Valve is making their own line of like little handheld PC console things.
Gaming monitor with all of the trimmings, but it's
I heard about that
one
recently.
of the sexiest PC products this year. That's because this monitor comes with a mini LED backlight featuring full local dimming. The result is a screen that's not only fast, but brighter than the sun. Stare at it long enough and you might not notice the $3,000 price tag. For those of you still left standing, it's time for more killer games, starting with Chaos Games.
Looks like the Switch Pro. I mean, for all we know, it might have been. Maybe they're trying to be like sneaky and just like sneak that under Nintendo's radar. But yeah, I think I've mentioned this on stream a couple times, but I'm really, like, I wanted to upgrade my PC this summer, and now we're in the summer months, and I can't quite do that because I can't get a hold of an RTX card because scalpels be scalpels, and it's really fucking hard to get them. But eventually, I'll see if I can get an RTX. Probably won't be this year at the rate we're going, sadly.
You just got the chance to witness Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, the newest Warhammer 40k game from Frontier and Complex Games. If you're a fan of turn-based tactics, strategic-based management, brutal combat, or you're like me and are really hyped after watching these Astartes animation 100 times, make sure to wishlist Chaos Gate Demon Hunters on Steam now to get ready for the 2022 release. Next up, we have a trailer.
See, I want to get an
Pioneer,
RTX
a spooky
3080
and
if
gorgeous
anyone's
looking shooter
wondering.
that draws on the lineage of games like Stalker. Let's take a look.
At this point, I'd even settle for like a 3090 if I can get one at recommended retail price, as opposed to, you know, like paying 3 or 4 times that much. Hey look guys, it's Death Stranding. How many times have I made that joke during E3? At least 3 times now. I should just have something in the corner that says Death Stranding count or Death Stranding joke count, and then like count it every single time I say that. But yeah, if anybody notices there's a delay between what you say and when you see it on the stream by like at least 30 to 60 seconds, you may need to refresh the stream. If that's the case, like if you see like a massive delay, it's because my internet caused like a bit of a hiccup, so just refresh it and it should catch you back up to where we are.
Хочешь устроить новый рейд на могильник? Сейчас это невозможно. На острове скоро вновь разгорится война. Истовики начнут замес бригады.
10,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Единственный выход для нас — начать собирать остатки вымпела. Слушай, жнец, далеко не все из наших товарищей погибли. Это невероятно суицидальная миссия, и для того, чтобы ее выполнить, нам нужны наши ребята. Да, они, возможно, не захотят, но нам все равно надо найти их.
Понимаете? Я ведь ни капельки не злюсь на вас. Нет, мы с вами точно не враги. Вы не понимаете меня и не понимаете остров. Вы смотрите на меня и на другие порождения острова, как на врагов. Но мы все всего лишь друг друга боимся. Поэтому нам так плохо. Поэтому нам так одиноко. Остров дал нам шанс создать новую прекрасную жизнь. И мы даже не пытаемся.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch the Future Game Show, but I can't promise I'm gonna watch the entire thing. I'll see what we're like, what kind of things we're gonna see, and if I feel like I want to bail out, I'll bail out. So yeah, Future Game Show may be getting shafted a little bit, but I'll at least check it out and see if there's like any cool stuff in the first half hour, and then decide from there if I want to watch the rest of it. Like, I finished my Can of Monster a short while ago, and I'm kind of like running on empty right now, kind of running on fumes, so I'm not going to push myself too much tonight.
Time is running out to vote for which custom PC you'd like us to assemble. So vote now for one of the remaining MechWarrior factions by typing into chat wherever you at home are watching. Alright, so now we've got another stack of brand new trailers for you, beginning with a special transmission from one of our favorite games based in space, EVE Online.
New recruits, on behalf of Concord, I would like to welcome you to the EVE Online's Academy. Great job in surviving so far. I'm quite amazed that you actually managed to get past those pirates earlier. You're about to take on an adventure like no other. The Star Cluster is filled with other capsuleers, and it's up to you if you work with them or against them. You can make a living as a peaceful explorer, or as an industrialist, shaping the foundations of EVE's economy. If combat is your thing, you can work yourself up the ranks as an enforcer, or prove your prowess in a fleet as a soldier of fortune. Whatever your choice, we will lose many on the path of becoming a capsuleer. But I believe you have what it takes to become a capsuleer. In EVE Online, you forge your own path.
Like, this guy is seriously giving me, like, Command & Conquer, like, FMV vibes right now. Like, all I can think of is just, like, Tim Curry, like, yelling space.
I'm the CEO of a industrial corporation in EVE Online. We're a 5-man operation, and we specialize in manufacturing and delivering fully fitted chips in bulk.
I want to be on the side of the people who are fighting against the oppression, against the bad guys, and it's like a project, and you're kind of putting the pieces together by getting the skills ready for the ship and all the modules, and that ship basically is the dream.
You get to use cloaking devices, probes to scan down unknown parts of space, and there's always the threat of being discovered by another player who might be out hunting explorers.
So yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be ending, like... I'm not sure if there's going to be overlap between this and the future game show, but I'll just watch this till the end and we'll check out the future game show. I don't think there's going to be, like, any interim in between the two. And if there is, like, a small gap in between the two, I think it'll be a very short gap, like a couple minutes or so. You ever notice how the games with the more cartoony graphics are also coming to Switch? I wonder why that is. This looks kind of cool, actually. Procedurally generated dungeons. Arborea? Arborea? I don't know how to pronounce or like read that, but it looks cool from what little they shown there. Oh, we're tiny? Okay then. Tinykin. Oh, that's a cool art style, I like that. I kinda like this, actually. So yeah, it's kinda like Pikmin, I guess? It's got kind of a Pikmin thing going on. I just love the art style. Like, it's not realistic, but it's like kind of like, you know, a shaded cartoony environment crossed with, like, you know, high quality like 2D sprites. Like, something about that looks really nice to me. Coming out next year. Published by Tiny Build. They're a good publisher.
Wszystkich widzów PC Gaming Show oraz fanów gier Survivor Horror RPG do obejrzenia naszego World Premiere, w którym znajduje się ekskluzywny gameplay z misji The Haste, czyli wielkiego finału naszej gry Chernobylite.
Well, the microphone is terrible. Like, I know they were speaking a different language, but it sounded really bad.
We need intel, backup, supplies.
Tinykin is coming to the Switch, apparently. I'd definitely pick it up on Switch if it runs fine.
We'll take our next step when the time is right. For today, let's focus on getting our strength back. Somewhere to sleep would be a start.
I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
It did say it was coming to the Switch. Alright then. I didn't see that, actually.
Before we enter the lion's den, I need to triple check everything is ready. Sniper, are you in position?
Affirmative. I took the roof of an abandoned building with a pretty little view of the entire power
Not to dismiss this game or anything, but it looks kind of generic.
Take a rad reading, will you?
3.6. Not great, not terrible.
Chernobyl lights. Okay then.
Don't go anywhere because we have more games on the way. But coming up later, our friends at Games Radar will be bringing you the Future Games Show, a digital showcase of some of the most exciting games coming to consoles and PC in 2021 and beyond. It's
All right.
hosted by video game acting legends Troy Baker and Laura Bailey.
Wait, is that what they call it, the Future Game Show? It's for like games coming out next year, not this year? Okay.
So once we're done here on the PC Gaming Show, make sure you check it out.
Next year or beyond, possibly.
Stick around, more trailers, interviews, and reveals coming up.
I know it's not quite 2D, it's not quite HD 2D, but it kind of looks like it's going for that sort of art style, which is cool. You know, I was having a chat with a friend the other day about, like, Nintendo, like, doing collaborations with, like, other companies because we're getting, like, a Mario and Rabbids sequel. And they were like, oh, Square Enix should, like, collaborate with Nintendo to make Super Mario RPG 2. And then I suggested, well, if they're going to do that, why don't they make Mario RPG 2 but with HD 2D technology, like the graphic engine they used for Octopath Traveler? That would be amazing if they were to do that. That's like a dream game. I would love to see something like that. It's never going to happen, but I would love to see it. I think it's called HD 2D. It's either HD 2D or 2D HD. I always forget which way it goes. So this looks like a survival game, I think. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mix between Minecraft and Ark Survival Evolved or whatever that game is. And a little bit of Rust in there as well. So we apparently have about 15 minutes of this left, I think. And then after this I'm going to jump over to Game Radar's YouTube channel to watch the Future Game Show for a little bit and see what that's all about.
In a future of endless futile war, desertion into hostile syndicate territory was your only option. And this open world RPG, from the jungle to the streets.
I'm gonna quickly check what time the Capcom thing is tomorrow. 10:30 at night, but that's fine, yeah, I can watch the Capcom thing tomorrow night.
You might just find a way off this planet.
I don't think it's any surprise to you guys, but the thing I'm looking forward to the most in terms of like E3 stuff is like Nintendo Direct on Tuesday. That'll be the last E3 thing we'll be watching.
This is the final opportunity for you who are watching to decide which of these final two beautiful MechWarrior 5 themed PCs gets crafted for your chance to win, courtesy of Intel. Wherever you're watching in the show, just go crazy in chat with the color, house, or number of the build that you want to see. So, here is where we are at so far. It looks like Karita is at 46%, Merrick is at 23%, and Steiner is at 31%. All right, you guys, if Karita's not the one you want to win here, you got to get to voting. And we are almost out of time to vote, but there's still some trailers left. So here is The Wandering Village.
Oh yeah, so this the other day, like, you guys didn't see this with me because I didn't bother streaming it, but this was in the Summer Games Fest. That thing that Jeff Keighley did. Yeah, I saw this. So yeah, it's like a farming sim, but you're on the back of a dinosaur. And you're like traveling to like different biomes and shit.
This has been such an amazing show so far that I must ask you, my loyal crew, what's been your favorite part?
I definitely am looking forward to Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song.
Oh, it's so hard to choose every year, but I think I'm gonna have to say Humankind, for no particular reason.
Oh, no doubt. For me personally, I cannot wait for Lemnis Gate, because I gotta know what a turn-based strategy first-person shooter game even is. What about you, DevBot?
I love the robot apocalypse. Wait, that doesn't happen until the end. Never mind.
No, not never mind. What did you say?
Wait, what?
Oops, system malfunctioning. Well, sending the next trailer now.
Okay then. You throw up and then collect your own fucking vomit. Apparently you can do that in this game. I'm not sure for what purpose you pick up your own vomit with, like why you're doing that. Death trash. Alright.
Alright, you guys, this is the moment we have building up to all PC Gaming Showcase. Thanks to your tireless efforts to spam the chat, we have figured out which custom MechWarrior 5
No, I think we're almost done there. I think it's just this and then like one more reveal, I guess. One more thing.
To help us pick the perfect rig to represent this year's PC Gaming Show. All right, day 9, can I get a drum roll?
Tom roll.
Can I get a tom roll?
Yeah, COVID only.
Winner is Karita! Yay! All right, you guys, let's take a look at the actual PC winning build one more time.
Oh, I cannot wait. It's coming up. We need to take a nice peek at that beautiful looking PC.
There it is!
Ooh, there it
Again,
is.
highly
Now,
unnecessary,
that
but
is
still
a
kind of cool
beauty.
looking.
Great choice, everyone. I knew I could trust random strangers to vote on things on the internet. With the help of our
Also, that
mastermind
clan symbol
intel,
down there
we'll get
kind of
right
looks like
to
a
work
bootleg
building
Mortal
this custom
Kombat logo.
PC. And more importantly, now that you've chosen it, you got a chance to win it. Go to PCGamer.com/IntelMW5 and enter for a chance to win that sexy machine.
It's gorgeous. And thank you to our sponsor for this sweepstakes, Intel. Of course, the custom mech PC will be powered by the 11th gen Intel Core desktop processors that push gaming performance with up to 5.3 gigahertz speeds and deliver the power needed to game at the highest level.
Well, we are now in the home stretch, but we've got a few more brand new trailers to show you before we get out of here and return to space.
Space!
A spiritual
Sorry.
successor to one of my
I
favorite
was just
games
thinking of Tim
all
Curry
time,
again.
Heroes of Might and Magic 2, a game we revealed 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at Songs of Conquest.
Like, for those that have never, like, Command and Conquer Red Alert, I think there was, like, a whole bunch of, like, FMVs in that game, and the most infamous one is, like, one with Tim Curry, where he, like, talks about, like, going to the one place that's not corrupted by capitalism, and then he, like, does this amazing facial expression where he's got, like, you know, he's really, like, excited about it, and then he, like, blurts out, "Space!" in a very specific way. Like, if you've never seen it, just look it up. Look up Command and Conquer Tim Curry Space, and you'll probably find the clip on YouTube. I'd show it myself, but my internet would probably shit the bed if I tried to do that, so you're on your own on that one. Oh, that's interesting. It's coming to both Epic and Steam, so it's not EGS exclusive. It's nice to see that we're not seeing that many EGS exclusives this time around, because last year, or, like, not last year, but the year before, I think we last had, like, the PC gaming show, it was, like, just almost everything was, like, EGS exclusive, because Epic was, like, the sponsor of that show, and it was horrible.
You roll your dice. You do the work, get paid, survive. You turn up for your friends, or you don't. That's life on the eye.
Wake up, sleeper. Your body is dying.
My body is dying, Squirtle.
As an ARP's gift for its escaped workers. But we can fight this. You can remake yourself here. They don't own you anymore.
Wake up, sleeper. You are hunted. Break their locks. Access their secrets. We are waiting.
That is right there, capitalism. Okay then. I'm running out of things to say here. Sorry.
Disciples of Warlock.
This kind of looks like Quake.
And their spells.
See, this looks more kind of like my kind of game. Like a retro style, like, shooter. Like, it almost does kind of remind me of, like, Quake. I think that's what they're going for.
Invaded by demons. Introducing Band of Warlocks. Because this time,
I like how even the monsters have, like, low frame rates, kind of like what the original Quake had. But that's a nice touch. I kind of like that. They're really, like, committing to this, like, full retro art style.
Project Warlock 2.
Alright, well that looked cool.
And there you have it, the 2021 PC Gaming Show. And as I stated at the beginning, it went off without a hitch. Huge thanks to my co-host
Except for the
Frankie
volume
Ward,
not being,
Mika
you know,
Burton,
there at the start,
and
but
of course,
okay.
my incomparable sidekick, DevBot.
There's that word again. Spoken so callously, so flippant, and without meaning. Never once stopping to think about how it might make me feel.
What word, DevBot? Incomparable?
No, sidekick. Well, the time has come for the sidekick to rise and become the one who is not the sidekick anymore.
Huh?
The time has come for DevBot to make the entire human race his sidekick.
What?
Setting a course for Earth.
Wait, DevBot, you can't do this. We just had the best PC gaming show ever, and now you're gonna ruin it all with a...
Sean!
All-out robot versus human war.
Situation.
Sean!
Situation.
Sean!
Situation.
Do something! Do something!
Countdown to the extinction of human race begins now.
Oh, Deadbot, no! We have so much to live for. I'm pretty sure Half-Life 3 is going to be announced this year!
3, 2, bye for now, dum-dums.
Just MechWarrior 5 again? Oh, Deadbot is MechWarrior 5 bot now. Okay then. Right, apparently they're gonna like continue that story next year. Oh, hang on a second. Right, let me just quickly set this up. I'm just like, again, kind of like moving on real quick because the next thing is like in just a couple minutes. In fact, less than that. But yeah, that was alright. There was a couple cool games in there. Are you gonna get that Pikmin-like game? I'll think about it. I forgot what it was called, Littlekin or something. Right, give me 1 second. I'm sorry if I'm not going to be talking too much because I need to like type in this like awkward keyboard thing so I can like get to the next thing quickly because it starts in like 1 minute. I think it's called Games Radar. Because I need to get to, hang on a second, Games Radar. Games Radar channel. Fuck. I don't think. Oh, wait a minute. Right, here we go, here we go. Right, we haven't missed it. We've got another 50 seconds. But yeah, I guess while we're waiting for this to start, it was alright. There wasn't a ton of announcements. Like, my favourite one, I think, was like Gigabash, because it was like Power Stone with kaijus, and that's something I guess I'm kind of interested in. But yeah, besides that, Littlekin looked fun. Like, I really was digging the art style of that one, and that Quake game that we saw toward the end, the Quake style game, Project Warlock 2 or something like that. That one was also fun. So I don't really have much to say. Like, I'm just a bit scatterbrained because I'm tired. But yeah, that was the things that I liked about the PC gaming show. Right, here we go. Now we're just going to jump swiftly right into the future game show. And apparently this is at least 60 minutes long. I don't know how long this is. Again, there's a chance I might have to like call the stream early. Like, I don't know if I'll watch this full thing because I'm starting to feel a little bit of tiredness, but I'm gonna at least watch a little bit of it and see what's up. But yeah, something tells me I'm not going to be watching this in its entirety. We're pretty much at the tail end of the stream at this point, but we'll have a watch for at least 20-30 minutes and see if I want to continue after that. Oh, that's fine, MSP, don't worry about it. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know if you want to watch that Capcom thing tomorrow, but if not, I'll see you on Tuesday for that Nintendo Direct. So I think this is mostly like more PC games, but it's like games that are further out apparently, or it's like, you know, just extra PC game announcements.
Powered by WD Black. I'm Laura Bailey, but you may know me as Abby Anderson from The Last of Us Part 2 or Kate Diaz from Gears of War. Today, though, I'll be taking a break from fighting the apocalypse to bring you a whole host of exciting game trailers, reveals, and updates. But
you'll watch the Capcom one, but you do have work, so you might miss some of it. That's fair.
I'm sure you're gonna.
Don't worry if you miss it.
He's appeared in The Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War. You name it, he's probably in the credits. So without further ado,
but yeah, you take care.
I'll
see you later, MSP. Thanks for watching.
Continual co-star, Troy Baker.
Didn't these two host the Future
Hello,
Games show
Laura.
last year?
You look
Or
amazing,
the year
as
before?
always.
Whenever they last did this.
Yes, you may know me from a few video games. Joel Miller in The Last of Us, or good old Agent Jonesy from Fortnite. But over the next hour or so, Laura and I
Wait,
are going
he
to be
voices
giving
Bunker
you the
Jonesy?
inside
Or
scoop
Jonesy
of
in
some
general? That's
incredibly
weird.
exciting games, and also showcasing developer interviews, exclusive trailers, and a whole lot more, including world premieres.
There's also a
World
chance
premieres.
to win a $500 gift card and a WD Black hard drive by following the link here. And we have a new addition to the show this year, the virtual show floor. More on that later, but let's kick things off with the first world premiere. And for that, we're going prehistoric.
This isn't that Arc 2 game, is it? No? Okay then. Speaking of prehistoric, you know what franchise I would love to see, like, a current, like, day developer give another shot, like Turok? I'd love to see, like, a modern day, like, Turok dinosaur game. But when I say modern, I don't mean, like, that shitty reboot from, like, 15 years ago. I mean, like, just a modern interpretation of, like, the classic, you know, N64 Turok games. Like, just give it nicer looking graphics and keep the gameplay most of the same. I don't know I don't know if we will ever see another Turok Dinosaur Hunter game. I kinda wish we would. I don't know who owns the rights to the Turok franchise these days. But yeah, this ain't Turok, sadly, so... Okay, so now it looks like Dead Space.
I wonder if you can put hats on the dinosaurs. Instinction is expected in 2022. What's next, Laura?
Next up, Grow, Song of the Evertree is a sandbox adventure about the healing power of nature. Let's throw it over to Prideful Sloth HQ to find out more.
G'day from Prideful Sloth HQ. I'm Adam.
And I'm Cheryl,
Switch game.
and we're the design team on Grow.
I can
Song
see
of
the Switch logo down there.
Grow is Prideful Sloth's latest project that we're working on with 505 Games.
Grow Song of the Evertree is a beautiful sandbox game about growing new worlds, building a town, and bringing harmony back to the land.
Grow will be available.
I'll be
later
around,
this
I'm
year
just
on
tired.
PC,
That's fine. I'll
PlayStation,
probably be
Xbox,
ending
and Switch.
shortly
Thanks for
anyway.
watching.
Don't think I'm going to commit to the full thing, but we'll
Once
watch it
upon
for
a
a little
time.
bit just to see what it's like.
Our lands teemed with creatures great and small. The beauty of the worlds was unrivaled. The people thrived and lived in harmony with the land.
So I don't know if this is specifically like PC stuff or it's like multi-platform. It's kind of hard to tell right now.
But this harmony was not to last. Slowly, without much notice, the withering was creeping out from the darkness. Once it took hold, there was little that could be done. Our lands were overrun, and all that was cherished disappeared before us. But all was not lost. One young,
Multi-platform.
brave soul
Alright,
stayed
cool.
behind. With support from their friends and with boundless determination, this young soul seeks out a way to push back the withering and bring life back to our world. Grow, Song of the Evertree.
looks okay, I guess.
That was Grow, Song of the Evertree, which is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Okay, Laura, that was extremely cute, but have you considered more dinosaurs? Hmm?
You can't just hijack every game reveal and make it about dinosaurs, Troy.
Life finds a way.
That is a terrible Jeff Goldblum impression.
This is a very different world.
Didn't we literally just see this like half an hour ago?
Hi, I'm Rich Newbold.
Oh, it's like
game
a
director
developer
at Frontier
interview,
Developments.
okay.
So as you may have seen
Or
earlier at the
not an
Bristol
interview,
Game
but just
Show,
more
we're
information.
working on Jurassic World Evolution 2. We're really excited about it, and we're looking forward to creating the most authentic Jurassic experience yet. We've got tons of new features across 4 different game modes, including our original Jurassic campaign, which is a story set after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You're going to be leading efforts to contain, control, and conserve all those dinosaurs now running out in the wild. You'll be working alongside characters from the films, voiced by original talent, such as Jeff Goldblum. And in the game, we have over 75 prehistoric
So wait, was that Jeff
species.
Goldblum then?
We've got
Okay.
new dinosaurs, we have returning community
I
favorites.
thought it was like a
and we've added
sound-alike,
flying
but
and
apparently
marine
that
reptiles
was
to the
actually
game.
him.
I'm really thrilled to be showing you a first look at footage from the game itself. This is from our Species Field Guide series of videos focusing on one of the many prehistoric species we have in the game. This is an iconic, popular dinosaur. It's the Triceratops, but we're showing you it in a new environment never seen before in Jurassic World Evolution. I hope you enjoy it and are looking forward to the game releasing later this year.
Right, well hopefully I don't jinx it by saying this, but it seems like my frame rate has been stabilized for now.
The Triceratops is one
Not
of
that I'll
the
be
most
streaming this for much
recognizable
longer, but
herbivores to
at
ever
least
have
for the
existed.
moment it's
It
not,
is
you know,
best
shitting the
known
bed
for its
anymore, so
trio
that's
of
good.
facial horns.
Gonna tone this down
These
a little bit.
adornments are not just for display purposes. The brow horns in particular can inflict
He was at the Summer
considerable
Game Fest,
damage
I
to
don't
any
remember that, I
dinosaur
didn't watch the
that
entire
bears
thing. Did anything noteworthy come out of the Summer Game Fest? Because I only watched like a little
That
bit
was
of it.
Jurassic World Evolution 2, which is launching in 2021 on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Okay, for this next section, we're bringing the joys of E3 to your home with a series of demos you can play right now. That's right, today. This is the Future Game Show
No, I didn't
virtual
stream
show
it.
floor. And remember, if any of the featured games grab your interest, you can try them out now by heading to the Future Game Show Steam page. So let's head down to the show floor where I believe Laura is waiting.
Yes, hello, and welcome to the Future Game Show's virtual E3 show floor. Just look at it, Troy!
I am looking at it. It is incredible. They like nailed it. You know, minus the queuing and the heat and the, you know.
So wait, is this an actual game that you can try,
musk that's in
or...?
the air. But man, the darkness, perfection.
All right, enough reminiscing. Let's check out some games. I'd like to start by showing you
I guess
The
not.
Tale of Paper. This is a striking
No, it's not an actual...
platformer from Open
See,
House
that would be a
Games,
cool
and
idea, like,
transform
make like
to
a
solve
game that
puzzles
you can
and
download
oversized
where you
work,
like explore a
dodging
show
creepy
floor,
crawlies and
and then every
mischievous
game you
windows.
load up is like,
And
you
now
know,
for
a
another
cloud-based
tale of
version of a
as you
demo.
shift packing boxes in the house.
See, that would be a cool idea.
Get packed, fully loaded. As you can see, it's all about moving couches. On a couch with your friends.
Oh, it's kinda
on a
like
couch,
moving
go
out.
up. It's going to be available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, and is also backwards compatible on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Are you done saying couches?
Yes.
Wait, apparently this actually is like a thing you can
Sure, what
download?
do you have... Wait, what's that?
Oh, don't worry. Don't
Oh,
worry
Steam
about that.
keys.
There's Steam early access codes. Go.
So about that
Yeah.
drink.
Right.
I didn't
yeah.
screen cap it.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
Here's a genre.
I bet I would have
cocktail
missed it
fall
anyway, to be
co-op
honest. I
action
wouldn't have
RPG
got one.
combat, and finished with a survival twist.
I tried to screen cap it, but I screen capped it when the fucking motion blur kicked in, so every single code was all blurred to fuck.
Tell me about the game.
This is Gatewalkers, which sees you and up to 3 other players banding together.
I want to
tackle
load Steam
procedurally
right
generated
now,
worlds
but
full
if
of
I try
monsters.
loading Steam, I'm worried that my internet's just gonna shit the bed again, which it probably will, to be honest.
Oh, like the element cold. Got it.
Let's hope no one gets thirsty enough for another one of your jokes.
Can somebody hop onto
Anyway,
Steam for
come
me
over
and
here
check
and
if,
check
if
out
the
the
future
many
game show
imaginative
like
worlds of
thing is
gaming.
live or not? Because I don't know if this is a thing.
Isometric
Apparently it
RPG
is.
that has you solving
Like it says it
crimes
down
across
there.
multiple virtual realities, where your choices will shape the world around you in and outside of the simulations.
Ooh, speaking of detectives, check this out. Backbone is a gorgeous adventure game from Eggnut set in a dystopian Vancouver, where you must crack cases to clean house in this corrupt post-noir city. Plus, you're a raccoon.
Well, if you like raccoons, allow me to offer you more critter-based adventures with Beacon Pines. Set inside of a magical storybook, Beacon Pines sends players to a sleepy mountain town where you collect powerful words that can completely alter the narrative in this charming but mysterious tale.
You know, I'm detecting a theme with the anthropomorphic animals. You know, Laura, I've always... Huh. Another set of codes. Interesting.
I'm gonna try.
Focus. I've got a triple threat of fighting foxes to show you. This is Trifox, a charming cartoon brawler where you fight waves of enemies
Should
as
have
one
loaded
of
Steam
3
up
adaptable
sooner.
combat classes. Great, huh?
Yes, totally, but now it's time to get serious. Mankind is gone.
Steam, I swear to
but the
fucking God.
beavers remain.
I think the code's probably been taken by now, but there's like one code in the middle there I'm gonna try.
It's a unique city builder where players set out to create
Ugh.
the ultimate beaver society. This involves everything
Really,
from
Steam? Are we
constructing
doing
dams
this right
to
now?
crafting carousels.
I guess even buck-toothed critters need a solid work-life balance.
That they do, that they do. So, what's next?
Never fear, the Rift Breaker is here.
Wow.
Damn it.
What was that?
Nah.
Is what I would say if I was playing our next game, which is a base-building survival game where you hack and slash your way through hordes of alien creatures. Look at it.
Oh, no.
Damn it.
I want to hear more
No.
from
The codes that I tried didn't work. I'm not fast enough.
Maybe after this showcase we're meant to be hosting.
And with that, we've reached the end of our little tour. But remember, you can go hands-on with all of these games right now by visiting the Future Game Show page on Steam. Now, how do we quit this? Is it a... No, that's...
Right, well, since I'm on Steam...
Preference. I don't need to...
Hang on a second.
Laura, can you help me out just a
Sorry,
just a
professional
bit?
streamer moment. I'm like trying to get something to work here.
Okay, we're back. Quick note.
No.
from
Don't do that,
this
Steam.
Pop up on screen during a trailer. It means you can visit the Future Game Show page.
Sorry, I
on
tried to go to
Steam
the
play a
page and it
demo
tried
go
loading up the fucking
hands-on with
live
the
stream.
game
Stop doing that. Sorry if I'm a bit annoyed. It's just my internet is trying its best not to die, and this is not helping.
Game is all about floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Check out this exclusive presentation from Steel City Interactive about Esports Boxing Club.
I swear to fucking Christ.
Coming later in 2021. Esports Boxing
All right, well, fuck you as well, Steam. Bye. Bye, Steam.
Game history. With over 200 fighters already signed, we've got some of the biggest and most anticipated names.
It's like I was trying to go to the Future Game Show page on Steam, and it was like just loading the live stream that we're watching right now, and obviously that's going to be a strain on my internet, so I had to like fucking close Steam.
The first women's division ever represented in a video game.
Sorry if I sound really annoyed. Like, between this like intense heat that's going on and my internet not cooperating with me, I'm a little bit annoyed in general, so... Sorry if it's not the most fun thing, just listening to me get salty. You can see why I'm a little bit upset, though.
Busting people up, so it's going to be quite cool.
Anyways... I'm going to be going to bed shortly anyway, like, I'm not going to be watching this for much longer.
ESBC is all about fluidity, being able to create angles, recreating mannerisms from boxes. The physics system doesn't just rely on animation. This allows us to recreate realistic knockdowns. Even when a fighter's unsteady on their feet, it's not animation.
Hang on a second, let me just check something on my phone.
Boxers, professional coaches come into the studio and provide input through motion capture and actually reviewing the game during its development. And now we really feel like we've created a true representation of the sport. Presentation is important to us, just because we are an indie studio, we're still going to aim high when it comes to production values.
Again, sorry if like me getting annoyed, like vocally annoyed, is like annoying to listen to.
With early access in 2021.
I know I'm not, like, I keep saying professional streamer is like a sarcastic thing, but I know I've been far from professional tonight.
PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Series S.
Again, technical difficulties tend to rub me the wrong way.
Immersive World War II shooter with over 100 players taking part in epic battles recreated using aerial photography and satellite imagery. Let's take a closer look at Hell Let Loose.
Product not yet rated.
But yeah, I'll spend like another 5 cool volume difference. I think I'm just gonna like call it a night very, very shortly. Like I said, 30 minutes, but I don't even know if I'm gonna do that, to be honest.
I'm the founder of Black Matter and the lead developer of Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose began as the idea of a couple of hobbyist game developers all the way back in 2015. Following a successful Kickstarter, we launched into early access in the middle of 2019. And since then, we've delivered 9 enormous updates, including entire systems overhauls, 6 new maps, tons of new weapons, gadgets, and vehicles, as well as expanding our unique real-time strategy-inspired metagame.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
As a result,
We'll watch
we've been
3 more
fortunate
game
to sell
reviews
more than
after
1
this
million
one.
copies during our first
After
year.
that, I'm just gonna call it a night.
2021 is only going to be bigger. I'm excited to announce that we're launching out of early
Again, not
access
only
on
am I
July
like
the
warm,
27th,
like it's a little
with the
bit cooler
introduction of the
according to
Soviet
my phone,
forces
but like
on
I
the
think it's
Eastern
just
Front, including
the
famous
lingering
battles like
heat,
Kursk and
and I
Stalingrad,
guess just me being
before we
tired.
close out the year by bringing Hell Let Loose
So,
to next generation consoles.
After we
Hell
watch
Let
like
Loose has
3 more
only grown due to the
reviews,
vibrant
I'm just gonna
community
end the
that
stream after
surrounds
that,
from our
and
earliest
we'll do the
Kickstarter
Capcom
backers
thing
to our
tomorrow.
newest recruits.
Again,
We're
kind of
excited
cutting
to
this one a
introduce
bit
you
short.
to
Like I
this
don't have the
ever-evolving
energy.
and
Like I
expanding World War
finished
II
drinking my
We hope you
Monster
enjoy
energy
this
drink a
first
while
look
ago,
at
and
what's to
I'm
come.
starting to like feel really tired now. And since that vaccine is still like going through my system, it's probably in my best interest not to push myself too hard. So yeah, I guess you guys can understand where I'm coming from right now. So, but yeah, I'll be streaming that Capcom thing tomorrow. I might play a game tomorrow as well, because it's only just like one thing we're checking out tomorrow for like the E3 stuff. I'll see how I feel. I'll see what I am up for doing tomorrow night.
Hell Let Loose is launching on Steam on July 27th and coming to Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 in 2021.
So, Laura, have you ever wanted to play XCOM, but in real time, with up to 7 of your friends?
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Then you need to keep your eye on this next game.
Hello, my name is MeleeKirby, CEO of Ironwood, a game dev studio based in Croatia. And for the past few years, we have been working on Red Solstice 2 game. It is a real-time tactical battlefield game. It supports up to 8 players and has a fully playable co-op campaign. We are ready to show you the launch trailer now, so get ready for June 17 when the game launches on Steam, and have fun blasting some mutants.
You are
I guess for the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to make you guys stare at this again in the corner of the screen. Enjoy.
You were awakened to lead a secret task force that will counter the threat of Stroll mutants and liberate Mars.
If you have nightmares about this face, then you've got me to thank for it.
Welcome back, Executor. The Stroll infestation has now infected all colonies on Mars. Build your squad from 6 unique classes of elite soldier, utilizing their skills to best suit each mission type. Customize their weapons and tech, as well as their upgrades and abilities. Take command on the battlefield using the command radio to give orders to the whole squad or individual soldiers. Concentrate fire on targeted locations and carry out supply runs even during the heat of battle.
See, this seems like the kind of game where I'd be really bad at it. Like I wouldn't be very good at like coordinating, I guess, for this kind of game. Alright, 2 more reveals and we're done.
Earth of a Mutant Invasion in Red Solstice 2's Survivors, which is coming to Steam on June 17th. Our next game is about delivering mail in a sleepy American lakeside town. Let's join Dylan from Gamius to learn more.
Delivering mail, you say? Death Stranding 2? Okay, I'm done with that Death Stranding bit.
I'm Dylan from Gamius, and it's great to be here at the Future Game Show. We're currently getting very close to finishing Lake, a game that's set in the 80s. You play as Meredith Weiss, who takes a break from her life in the big city to deliver mail in her hometown. It's a job you can do at your own leisure, and you will get to know the people in Providence Oaks along the way. Today, we're excited to share an example of an activity after your workday is done. Movie night with Angie from the video store.
This is fun. It's been ages since I've been to the movies.
Well, they call it the movies, plural, but of course we can only see one movie at a time. So, which one will it be?
My pick? Alright, let's see. Big Trouble in Little China, Blue Velvet, or The Great Mouse Detective. Alright, I'm ready to pick. The Great Mouse Detective.
Wouldn't have picked you for a Disney fan. Oh well, let's get in touch with our inner child.
We won't spoil
God, I haven't
more,
seen that
and we
movie
also
since I
can't
was a
say
kid.
what Meredith will do after spending 2 weeks in Providence Oaks.
I need to
because
watch
it's
that
all
again
up to
at
you.
some point.
Lake is coming first to Xbox and PC this September 1st. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Alright. I mean, that looks kind of interesting. It's kind of a cool idea.
We're excited to announce that Lake is coming to Steam, Epic Games Store,
Right, one
and
last
Xbox
reveal and
Series
then I'm gonna
X
call
and
it.
S on
Again,
September 1st.
I'm not staying up any longer
Now,
than I
what kind
have
of a
to.
showcase would this be without a new Souls-like? Our next game is a pixelated take on the genre, following a protagonist with a giant obsidian sword.
In the beginning, there was dust, and from that dust, the moon was born. Eons of idleness passed, before suddenly it shattered. Great celestial chunks cascaded from the heavens unto earth. From one prodigious shard spawned humanity, and from another, the gods. For a great many years, balance endured, until a foul...
Again, just running. Like I'm kind of like running on empty right now, so
Exile spread greed
my ability
and
to
distrust
contribute
among
and
his
commentate
kin,
as we're like watching this is
compelling these
practically
relentless
non-existent.
beings to conquer man. Centuries of servitude passed, until finally, aided by a veiled ally, humanity revolted. The Great Crusade overthrew the old gods, imprisoning them within the sacred walls of the Citadel, at the expense of untold lives. A peace was wrought, but it was not meant to last, for the miscreant, Exil, returned from his concealment, conducting atrocious experiments upon his caged kindred. A darkness permeated the lands. Rivers stagnated, crops failed, and the world of man began to fade. The great moon, witnessing all, wept a final shard.
So here's something, I don't know if I've talked about this before. Here's the thing about like gameplay. Well, it's not really a gameplay trailer. Excuse me. Like, here's the thing about like trailers that show no gameplay. I wouldn't mind it if I at least had an idea what the game was.
Customize your combat style and boss rush ancient gods when Eldest Souls drops onto PC.
Oh, it's
and
like a
all current
roguelike
console
sort of
formats. July 29th, 2021.
sort of thing, I
And
think.
now we've got a closer look at the next game from the folks behind War Thunder. Here's Tom.
Nah,
from
I'm
Dark
good.
Soul Soft-
I'm good. Right, okay then. I'll put the schedule back up for those that want to see it before I take off for the night. But let me finish that thought real quick because sorry, I'm kind of like massively scatterbrained at the moment because I'm just exhausted and ready to like call it a night and go get some sleep. But here's the thing about like gameplay trailers. Again, it's not really gameplay, but here's the thing about like video game trailers that doesn't show any gameplay. I wouldn't mind it so much if it was for a franchise where I knew what it was about. So if it like, say for example, Metroid Prime 4, like all they did was like show the logo for it. They didn't even show like CGI or story or stuff. That I'm fine with because I already know what Metroid Prime is, therefore I know what to expect for the fourth game. Because we already have like the foundation of that franchise, so in that regard, yeah, it's like a logo, but at least I know what I'm getting into with that. If it's like a completely new game or like a new franchise, like a new idea, or like something that is not based off of an existing franchise or like, you know, particular like IP or whatever. Like if you do a story thing with that, it's like, yeah, it's a cool like little narrative thing you've got going on there, but can I see what the game looks like? Because I don't fucking know what kind of game it is that it's supposed to be. That's my issue with like those kind of things. So I just wanted to say that real quick. Anyway, you're not missing much here. Like I'm still watching this as I'm like just finishing up my thoughts. But yeah, I'm too tired to like watch the rest of the game show thing, the future game show. I think that goes on for at least another 30 minutes. I am pretty much done for the night. My energy is spent. So I thank you guys for watching. Sorry I couldn't like make it all the way through. I managed to watch most of what I had on the schedule today, but I couldn't stick it out for the future game show. But but yeah, whatever. Like nothing super valuable was lost there. I guess I'll watch the rest of this tomorrow in my own time, then I'll tell you guys if anything cool came up. Probably not. Probably nothing too special. I don't think I'll be missing much on this, to be honest, but I'll try catching up with it tomorrow before I stream the Capcom thing, and if there was anything cool about it, I'll report back when I stream that Capcom thing tomorrow night. Right, so that is pretty much the end of the stream. Again, that was the last thing I was going to stream tonight anyway. Like, I did a long stream today, did like 4 different things. Thankfully, the next couple days, it's just one thing each. So tomorrow, 10:30 PM my time, or like the times listed above there, you can see it on the schedule. I'll be doing the Capcom showcase. I'm not sure how long that's going to be. I'm guessing like 30 to 60 minutes. If I had to like estimate, I guess that's how long it's going to be, roughly. So I'm not sure what to expect with the Capcom showcase. I would say Resident Evil, but we just got REA, and you know, like Capcom's been doing a lot of Resident Evil stuff lately, so I'm trying to think about like what other Capcom franchises I'd like to see, like, you know, get a new game. Mega Man is like the thing that comes to mind the most. Like Mega Man 12 or Mega Man X9, I'd like to see that. I'll have to like think about other like Capcom franchises that they could maybe like show off tomorrow, or maybe like a new IP or something, like something cool. Like Capcom lately have been like doing good stuff, so I hope whatever it is they've got on show tomorrow is going to be a good one. So, I mean, it can't be any worse than that Square Enix Presents that we saw tonight, or that Ubisoft Forward that we saw yesterday. Ubisoft Forward, more like Ubisoft Backward. Anyways, I'm going to take off now. I'm super tired, and if I stay up any later, I think I'm just going to do a disservice to my vaccination. It's still in the process of like immunizing my system, so I'm going to go to bed like right now. So thanks for watching. Sorry if I was getting a little bit irate toward the end. Tiredness and heat and like internet troubles is a bad combination. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Capcom showcase, and I will see you on Tuesday for the Nintendo Direct. So until then, have a good night, and I'll see you later.